Good morning, boys and girls. Remember, this upcoming Friday, you have a moon phases project that is due to each of your teachers, regardless of whether you're in my class, Miss Ryan, Miss Ballard, Miss Suffrage, or Miss Geese's class. I'm going to go over what the project is, what the expectations for the project are again today, and then you will be able to go into Seesaw today to start turning in your work if you have finished your sculpture or drawing. All right, your first two options are to create a paper mache or a Play-Doh sculpture. So you can, if you choose this option, either using Play-Doh or clay or paper mache, you need to create something that looks like this. You should show us the sun, you should show us the earth, and then you should show us each of the 8 phases of the moon. Then using markers or crayons or paint, if you have it, paint it to look like the sun, the earth, and the moon phases. The sun can just be painted yellow. The earth can be painted just green and blue. You don't need to try to make the continents look exactly like the continents. And then you need to show new moon by painting it black. The waxing crescent moon, paint it mostly black, but leave a little bit of tiny white that looks like a backwards banana. For the first quarter moon, paint half of the circle black, half of the circle white. For the waxing gibbous moon, you should be painting it so that it's mostly white and there's just a little sliver of black. For the full moon, the whole moon should be lit up by the sun's light. And then you reverse it for the waning crescent, the third quarter moon, and the waning crescent moon to show each of the phases. Your sculpture should also include some labels to tell us where the sun is, what this is, the earth, and then each of the 8 phases. So it could look like this, it could look like this, it could look like this, or it could even look like this. You get to be creative. Take your time and show us what you've learned about the phases of the moon. Then, if you want to do a drawing, it could be something like this. Again, you need to show us the sun, you need to show us the earth, and then you need to show us the 8 phases of the moon as it orbits around planet Earth. It could also look like this. Again, you definitely should be labeling everything as you go because that lets us know you know each of the phases. They need to be in the proper order. Here is a third picture of what a drawing could look like. Remember, the moon phases are new moon, waxing crescent, where there's just a little bit of what looks like a backwards banana, the first quarter, where half of the moon is lit up and half of it is dark, the waxing gibbous moon. This kind of looks like somebody just took a big bite out of a cookie. Then we have our full moon. Then it comes back to waning gibbous, where it looks like somebody took a bite on the other side out of a cookie. The last quarter, now the other side is lit up. The waning crescent, this side on the left, it just looks like a little yellow banana. And then back to new moon. If you have any questions, make sure you're coming to your teacher's office hours tomorrow. Good luck on your project. We are really excited to see how creative you can be. The Seesaw activity is going to ask you to make a video showing your project and explaining what you've learned about moon phases. You should tell us what each of the phases are, and explain why the moon seems to change its shape each night in the sky.